Of course, with a title like that, I have to preface this video by saying that no, it will not fail. Look at the rest of my videos. It should be very clear that I'm on your side, okay? Month over month, the Switch is doing gangbusters. It's a huge success. But what if something were to happen? What could jam a stick in the spoke of Nintendo's tire? That's a metaphor people use, right? So far, the Nintendo Switch has sold 2 million units since launch in the US alone. All that with its puny launch lineup, its so-called managed scarcity, and it doesn't even have a Mario game yet. No, we don't talk about that one on this channel. This console seems to be pulling Nintendo out of the red. It might be a little early, but it seems that the Switch is a huge success. So, what could go wrong? What could possibly make Nintendo trip up and pull another Wii U? I think the simplest thing that would knock Nintendo off of its high horse would be if Super Mario Odyssey got a bad Metacritic rating. I'm not even talking abysmal. I think just a 70 would be enough to ruin the Switch's holiday season. Lately, Nintendo has been putting all of its eggs in one basket. At launch, it was Zelda. Now it's Super Mario Odyssey. What else is there for the holidays? There's a lot else, but your average consumer doesn't see it that way. Granted, Nintendo's baskets are pretty large. Zelda is still charting on NPD lists, probably because it's the best game on the Switch. Next to Super Bomberman R, of course. Imagine if Zelda charted poorly on Metacritic. That surely would have been the end of the Switch. I think if all the hype around Mario Odyssey fell flat on its face, that would hurt Nintendo's holiday season hard. That being said, this doesn't seem to be the case. Early reviews and impressions are looking pretty good for Mario. So let's say Mario's great, and this season ends up being good for them. What happens when Nintendo launches their paid online service? It's only $20 a year, but people who are already playing Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon 2 online for free are going to be pissed. What if that service comes out, users are forced to pay, and it sucks? This is a real possibility. People are not going to be happy that they have to pay, and Nintendo has a bad track record with online functionality as it is. They better be able to soften the blow with those free virtual console games every month. And for the love of Jesus Christ, just unlock that microphone ring in the headphone jack. You have the ability. Why are you making us use that stupid Nintendo Switch app? Lately, Nintendo has been absolutely killing it with third-party support. Big publishers like Bethesda and Ubisoft have been backing the Switch a ton. Activision has shown a little support, but there's still one big publisher that hasn't showed its loyalty just yet: EA. They tossed the Switch some pity with a FIFA port. That's it. They were pretty dismissive about the thought of Battlefront 2 ever coming to the Switch. All they had to say was, "We have no plans at this time." Instead, we got this weird PR speak. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Assassin's Creed port or a Call of Duty port next year for whatever game those yearly franchises are up to by then. I'm not quite sure EA is going to be alongside them just yet. But EA being out of the race isn't enough to cripple the Switch just yet. If by some weird circumstance Ubisoft drops out and EA never comes on board, then the Switch would be in big trouble. And no, Metroid Prime 4 is not going to be enough. I'm sure the game's going to be awesome, but it won't sell units like Zelda or Mario can. But Pokemon, maybe. Maybe. Hopefully we don't have to worry about this because this year's sales number will prove to third parties that the Switch is worth investing in. Right? I believe game companies should open the floodgates, just like Steam did, and allow pretty much anybody to put games on your platform. However, curate your store very well. Advertise only the good stuff and make the bad stuff hard to access. I have seen a weird sort of influx of smartphone ports on the Switch. Some of these games require a touchscreen, so they don't even work in docked mode. This is bad. This could be the Wii shovelware problem all over again. Oversaturation of crap is bad for business, especially when Nintendo's supposedly trying to minimize the crap on the eShop. I don't see this as much of a problem now, but down the line it certainly could become one, i.e. Wii shovelware. Some people expect Nintendo to go the way of iterative consoles, just like Sony or Microsoft did with their consoles. Kinda. Some people expect some sort of beefed up dock that will upscale the video to 4K, or a newer Switch that will play more powerful games. No, this would be bad. Nintendo kind of does this with their 3DSs, but once they slap that only plays on new 3DS warning on there, it discourages buyers. Is it a new console generation or not? Stick to one SKU. In 3 years, make a light version or an XL version that has no bezel, a 1080p screen, and a better battery life. Don't give your loyal fans buyer's remorse so soon. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that next year is going to be huge for the Switch, much bigger than this year. However, it will be like 2008 was for the Wii. Next holiday season will be its peak. That's not a bad thing. It'll be a super high peak. It'll just come down ever so slowly after that. It's just what the market trends predict when a console is that far into its life cycle. If 2018 falls short of expectation, well, that's it. Game over. There's no coming back from that. It won't. But if any of those things that I said before come true, it might. Predictions: Mario Odyssey will get 10 out of 10s. Nintendo's online will be okay. Third-party support will ramp up. Shovelware smartphone ports will kill the Switch when it's already on its deathbed in 4 to 6 years. And Nintendo will not make iterative consoles. So what do you guys think are potential ways that Nintendo could screw this up? We're all Nintendo fans. We all know that it's going great. But what is it? Let's play some devil's advocate. What could happen what could make things go bad? Leave it in the comments below, at me on Twitter, all of this other social media garbage. Obviously, at the time of this recording, Mario Odyssey is not out yet, but it will be out Thursday night at midnight. So Friday morning at midnight. Thursday night, 11:59 p.m. I like saying that. I will be streaming Mario Odyssey. I will also stream it again on Sunday at the usual time, 8 p.m. The best way to keep up with our live streams, the new games videos every single Tuesday, the new comics videos every Wednesday, Wulff Den Live a Wednesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, is to subscribe and click that bell so you know when all these things get posted and when we go live. And of course, if you want that Mario Odyssey video next week, tip of the cappy to you. Also, a lot of the stuff that I said in this video, we discussed on the Nintendo Prime podcast, which will be up soon. When it goes up, I'll put a link here. If it's not up yet, I'll just put their channel so you can subscribe and wait for it to go up. It is almost 4 hours long, so there's a lot of stuff there. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys very much. Have yourselves a very good week. Happy Mario Day.